we're going to bake one of my favorite recipes, a delicious lemon pound cake, and it makes 2 loaves. The first thing we need to do is zest 2 lemons, and I'm just using this lemon zester. Okay, we have the zest of 2 lemons, and as usual, I made a little mess, but that's okay. Actually, if I had been thinking this through, I could have zested the lemons into the large mixing bowl. So I'm just going to do that now, and that's a tip for you. So next we need 1.5 cups of sugar, just regular white sugar. And I'm going to pour that into the bowl. And then we're going to mix the lemon zest into the sugar so that it releases all that wonderful, lovely lemon oil from the peel. It smells wonderful.
And just keep mixing the sugar and the lemon zest with your hands. And now we're going to add in the flour, the sea salt, and baking powder. And using a whisk, mix it all up very thoroughly.
And that's it. That's our homemade lemon cake mix. I'm going to put it into a mason jar, just like this one. You could make this homemade lemon cake mix ahead of time, keep it in your pantry. It should store for about a month. And homemade cake mixes make wonderful gifts. Now let's put this homemade lemon cake mix to work. My original recipe calls for instant pudding, so I've got lemon instant pudding mix here, 1/2 cup of oil, a full cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of milk. And I should mention that the milk, the sour cream, and the 4 eggs I'm going to add are room temperature. And the reason we do that is room temperature ingredients blend so much easier than cold ingredients. So you'll see that when we start to mix. 4 eggs, large eggs if you have them. And of course, lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Now, just all you need is a hand mixer, an electric hand mixer, and we're going to start out very slow because I tend to make a mess and I don't want flour and the cake mix all over the place. Did you get to lick the beaters when you were a kid? That's something that we always looked forward to. You want to mix the batter, usually about 2 minutes. And that was on fairly low speed because I didn't want it to splatter all over the place. So really good texture. And now we're going to split the batter between our 2 loaf pans that I've already prepared. Just a little bit of baking spray because these are nonstick pans, and with the oil, the batter's just going, or the loaf is just going to come right out. The great part about having 2 loaves is that you can enjoy one now, or put one in the freezer, or even better, share it with a friend. Oh, there's the oven. What I also love to do is have one in the freezer without the glaze, and then when you take it out and glaze it, it's a perfect homemade food gift. You know, if you've been invited somewhere for dinner or you're visiting shut in or for any reason. So let's get this batter into the pans.
Split the batter evenly between each of the loaf pans. And just eyeball it. It won't be perfectly even, but it'll be pretty close. Bake in a 350-degree preheated oven, and we're going to set the timer for 35 minutes. Just to check, and this is what they look like, but we want a full 50-minute bake.
Right out of the oven, and the smell is amazing. So how do we know when these loaves are done? You can see how golden they are. That's important. The cracking down the middle is also important. But the true tell, keep my oven mitt on, is when you test the center of the cake, or loaf in this case, and it comes out clean. There's a little tiny bit of moist crumbs attached. So I'm going to let these cool, probably for about half an hour. Remove the loaves from the pan and put them on the cooling rack. And then we're going to mix up the glaze. I've got 2.5 cups of confectioner's powdered sugar. And it takes about, I'm going to say, 3 to 4 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice.
Pour the glaze over each of the cooled loaves, and you can see I've put a piece of parchment paper under the cooling rack. And of course that's going to catch lots of glaze. I just pour it free pour it on, and then using a spatula spread it around a little. As it dries, you'll get a nice cracking to the glaze, and it's just so delicious. And like I mentioned, I just like to push it around a bit with the spatula, maybe smooth some of the sides a little bit.
Okay, let's have a slice. Beautiful crumb, soft and moist in the center. And that comes from the pudding, of course, the sour cream, all of those, couldn't resist, all of those wonderful ingredients, and a little bit of glaze on top. So let's give it a taste test. So good. So if you remember back at the beginning, we made our own lemon cake mix, and we ended up with these delicious lemon loaves, almost like a pound cake. Keep watching. We've got more recipes for you to try. Happy baking.